Welcome to the dish. Hello to my co-host, the world traveler, Teri Knight.
How you doing, Mark?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Teri had some fun in the sun. That's why we didn't
I
podcast last week. So
Yeah. I got a lot of sun.
That's good.
You can't really see it in the camera here, but yeah, it was a lot of sun. I was even wearing 30 SPF, which I tan pretty easy. So anyway, it was good.
I don't, Teri. I clearly I have to.
You get
I have
red.
to cover myself because I get burned pretty fast.
Yes.
All right. All right. So let's talk Speaking of sun, let's talk California. Bold
All
and
right.
beautiful. All right. So when we last talked, spoke about and podcasted, we were talking about Dollar Bill and the whole shooting episode.
Right.
So since then, Taylor's been feeling super guilty about shooting Dollar Bill a few years back. It's probably more than a few years back. But Steffy and Brooke have kind of been able to talk. We're kind of able to talk her down and not at least go to the police and confess right away. So
Thank goodness.
yeah.
That would be dumb.
So it would be, but we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
Taylor then pens a confession because she's feeling all this guilt to shooting Dollar Bill, and she writes it on a notepad at her residence. She then takes some pills. I don't know what they were, sleeping pills or something. Brooke comes into the house and checks on her after she doesn't get any response and finds her. At first she reads the tablet.
Yes.
And then it reads what she wrote, and then she finds Taylor passed out sleeping on the bed. She fears the guilt got to her, obviously, and she took the pills, but she does shake her and she awakes. So
And she poured water on her.
that's right.
She
forgot
threw
about that,
water on her.
She did.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was good.
That was
That was
good.
funny.
That'd wake you up.
Yes.
So then after that, they go downstairs and the two ladies are chatting, and Brooke offers Taylor to move in with her.
What did you
What do you
think of
think?
that?
I was going to say, what did you think of that?
You know what? I actually saw it coming.
Did ya?
I thought, you know what? She's going to have Taylor move in with her. And then Rich is going to come back. I don't know. That's just a guess. But
Right.
that could have been a prediction. I don't know. But I wasn't surprised. Were you?
Not over. No, I guess not overly. No, I guess I really wasn't overly surprised.
They're besties.
So they're besties now.
Yeah.
Amazing miracles can happen on the Bold and Beautiful. So next, let's talk about my favorite storyline, kind of right now. Anyway, Deacon. So Deacon sneaks into Bill's place. I can't remember, Terry. I didn't write it down, but was he sneaking or delivering a pizza?
Yes.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, she ordered from Il Giardino.
She must have ordered a
and-
pizza.
Yeah, and he shows up with it. Of course he did.
Special
and,
delivery.
Apparently that their crack security team at the Bill estate doesn't seem to get too shook about a guy wearing a baseball cap and glasses. And I mean, wouldn't you, if you were that wealthy and you had all that, wouldn't you pay a little bit more for security that really wanted to see your ID? I don't know. Maybe that's me.
Right. Yeah, and like you said, if anybody was monitoring it, they would have known that. They would see that this guy was let into the house, and a pizza
Yeah.
guy, and he's not coming back out.
Exactly.
What's
Really?
that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay.
no, you're right. That's true. All right. So later, I was just setting this up, but then later, Sheila goes back to Deacon's apartment. Mainly I think she was going there with the at least alleged attempt, reasoning of telling Deacon that it's over, we can't see each other, et cetera, et cetera. But
Eh,
I don't know.
yeah.
What'd you think of that?
I think it was more she wants to play. She wants to play. And, clearly there's heat between those two and not with Bill, as we've talked about before. But that whole him confessing his love is a little odd to me.
You think
He
so?
knows her. He knows what she did. He knows
Yeah.
frankly, how evil she can be. I have a prediction on that one
I might too.
later. Yeah, okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, and you mentioned it, but and we can get into predictions. I just wanted to talk a little bit more, but we can do that in predictions about
Okay.
the real motivations here between these two.
Yes.
So Thomas, too, Teri, since you and I talked, Thomas drops a bomb on Hope and Liam and serves them with legal papers from the court and to appear the following day with Douglas to decide who Douglas himself would decide who he wants to live with, Hope and Liam or Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, this kind of caught Liam and Hope flat-footed, obviously.
Right.
So yeah. All right. So the next day they all go to court. Everybody mentioned here, other than Steffi, was there at Thomas's request to serve as a witness. Mm-hmm. I have to admit, I didn't see this coming. I don't know about you.
I didn't either. I did not see this coming.
So the judge allows Thomas and Hope and Liam to kind of make their pitch and kind of make a statement to Douglas before, the determination would be made. So then after all that, the judge asks Thomas who he wants to live, Douglas, I'm sorry, who he wants to live with. And he floors everybody and says, Aunt Steffi.
Yes. And now I have a question for you. Is that even possible? If it
Not at that age.
I wouldn't think so, because there's no way a child that age is capable of making that kind of a decision, period. Unless there was abuse, I
Right.
mean, abuse,
That changes
real
everything,
abuse,
clearly,
yes.
Yeah.
But then that wouldn't have been an issue anyway, because I would hope that they would take the child out of that home anyway. But can you just write somebody's name down?
No.
I mean, yeah,
That
that's
whole thing was pretty
a
fake.
farce. Yeah, okay. All right.
No, you're right. And it is allowed a lot of times as kids get older prior to 18, obviously 18
Sure.
they're on their own, but
But he can't be
15,
more than,
16, 17,
Right.
a judge would probably allow it. Prior to that, no way.
That's what I would think. And the only reason that Hope agreed to it is because she thought that he would pick them. And that's kind of a crappy thing to do.
Well, and I forgot to mention that, and I had it down here, but
Okay.
they did ask him, like you said, Liam and Hope asked.
Yes.
And I actually thought that was inappropriate
Yes.
for them to put the kid on the spot that night. I was pissed
It was.
at Hope for putting that little kid in that position.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes Hope just she totally steps out of bounds she's kind of like her mommy,
Yes.
like Brooke.
Yeah.
I never used to think that, but boy, the more time goes on, she's just kind of whiny and, is often the victim, just like Brooke.
Yeah. Pretty annoying. I agree. Okay. Wow.
All right. So, predictions.
Wow. Okay.
You want to start?
I'm going to let you start, because I had a lot of catch up to do,
Okay.
and you've been watching. So why don't you go for it?
I'm more dedicated than you are, Teri.
I wasn't watching when I was
to the program.
Yeah, okay.
So my first prediction is going to be Deacon and Sheila, and I think you brought this up at some time ago, but I'm seeing it now play out, and so I think you were probably right on several weeks ago already. But Deacon and Sheila are going to be messing around, and they're going to get caught. And you had said Hope, and I think that's still true. Because I think Hope's going to be like, she's going to want to go talk to Deacon. Because she's stressed out about Liam now because she doesn't really like the approach he took on this thing. That's my opinion. Just watching her reaction.
Good.
Yeah. So I think she's going to go to Deacon and walk it like everybody does, Teri. Walk right in the door.
Right.
And catch Sheila there and them kind of messing around. That's my prediction.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've got a couple more. You want me to do
Yeah,
them,
just
or
go
do you
for
want
it.
to?
No, you go ahead.
So, another possibility, I think, is Hope. I mean, they're kind of setting us up already, I think, that she might be going off. She's going to go off the rails. And I'm going to predict that's another possibility. She goes off the rails and she kidnaps Douglas and then takes off down the coast or gets on an airplane or something.
Wow.
And leaves with him.
That's sudsy. Well,
Yeah.
then that would be a sure way to lose custody.
For sure.
Because she would. Completely forever.
I know you were predicting Thomas, but I actually can see
Yes.
now Hope being that kidnapper. And it could be Thomas,
Yes,
too.
no,
but-
I think you're onto something there. Definitely. Wow.
Like Common Man says, you're either onto something or you're on something.
Yeah. I forgot that line.
That's a good
But
one.
sure it's- mhm.
And then I have another one.
All right.
Is
Let
it
her
okay?
rip.
All right. So I like this one. So Sheila finds the note that Taylor wrote, the confession note, and she turns it into the police, and now she's free to drop dollar bill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's good. That's really good stuff. That never even dawned on me. Oh, sudsy. Oh, Mark, score. All right.
We'll see.
We'll see how that plays out, but
I
that
just
is
think that
really...
note's going to come back somehow because they never really dealt with that.
No, they
she
didn't.
She wrote it down. It got left there.
Yes.
Now let's say she moves out and the house is empty. Can't you see it falling off the coffee table or something as she's moving out?
Yes. Yep. Oh my gosh. Huh. The only thing would be, why would Sheila show up there?
I know.
But still, it doesn't matter because they could make all kinds of excuses.
Well,
That's
she kind of sees Taylor as her psychologist.
Yes,
if
she
she's
does.
dealing with feelings for Deacon and Dollar Bill or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would she confessed that. That's really good. Wow.
I don't know. I just somehow think that note's going to come back. And then I tried to kind of think of how could that happen. And that's kind of what I came up with.
That's really good. Sudsy.
And then the only other thing, it's more of an observation.
Uh-huh.
This whole Brooke and Taylor thing is weird.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I'm not nervous, but I am kind of wondering where they're going with it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know that that's the way they would take it,
I don't think so either, but
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Maybe having a few cocktails, sitting around, I don't know. But that would be, I hope they don't, just because I think it might be a little bit too much for most of the viewers. I don't know. Maybe not. What do I know? Right. I do think, though, that this whole thing with Deacon being in love with Sheila, do you really believe it? I don't know. I think he just can't stand Bill and would love to stick it to him.
Oh, yeah, clearly, he obviously really hates Dollar Bill. You look how much he badmouths Bill to Sheila, so you know.
So,
yeah. Those two don't like each other.
What if Deacon gets the opportunity to get his hands on Sheila, and he's got a camera going, and somehow that gets into Bill's hands?
Oh, I like that. I like that, Teri. That's good.
So that's my prediction, is that Deacon's going to do, yeah, he's going to set him up. And that would also, although it might mess with any thoughts he might have of getting back together with Brooke, because Brooke would be appalled. But who knows? I don't know.
I kind of think Deacon's maybe thinking that ship has sailed with Brooke.
Yes. Yeah. I would think so by now. It's like, really, that's done. And if she had any inkling that he was messing with Sheila, that would be the end of it. So
I like that. That's good.
All right. That's all I got. But it's, I'd like to see it happen. I'd like to see Bill's head explode.
Me too.
Yeah,
we haven't seen that for a while. That'd be really good. I like that.
It would. It would be good.
And, quite frankly, I like Dollar Bill when he plays a bigger role on this soap. I always have.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a good villain on that show.
He's
a
great villain. Definitely.
He is.
The nice guy thing is kind of weird. And the quiet, this whole, I don't like the way he is. And I still can't figure out what's going on with him. If Sheila's doing something or not.
Yeah. I predicted last time that she was drugging him, but
and
it's just weird because it's just so not him. And it's almost like a trance or a drug or, something.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I still think it might, like, you had mentioned this, that it might have something to do with that sword.
I think you did.
Oh.
I think that was your call.
Was it? Okay.
I think so.
I'll take it.
Take the credit, Teri.
All right. Well,
all right.
Hey, yeah. You have a good time because we're not.
No, I'm heading for warm weather next week, so we won't be. This will be our last podcast for a couple weeks again. So
yeah.
I mean, us Minnesotans got to get the hell out of here. It's cold.
Yes, definitely.
All right, Teri. Until we dish again.
Oh, keep it sudsy.
And we're out.